Hey people, I'm Marc Ryan, author of How to Heal Hashimoto's, and a new book entitled Hashimoto's Healing Diet, both published by Hay House. This new book is about how to use food as medicine to heal. In the book, I go into detail about how to use diet in different situations. And I wrote the book for a number of reasons. Firstly, Hashimoto's diet is and has always been the #1 search term on my website for years and years. And it's one of those topics that I get asked about over and over and over again. And secondly, there's so much conflicting information out there about what you should eat or what you shouldn't eat. And there's a whole spectrum of advice, from ignorant doctors who say diet doesn't matter with Hashimoto's, to others who have very specific advice about foods to eat, foods to avoid, what you should and shouldn't do. Problem is, not everyone agrees. And there's foods that some people say you should and other people say you shouldn't. And it can get very confusing. And just to give you an idea of my background, I've been working exclusively with people with Hashimoto's for the last 5 years, and I've had consultations with over 2,000 of them. And people are always asking me, Mark, what should I eat? Well, it really depends on a number of things. There are a number of effective diets out there, like the autoimmune paleo diet, or the lectin avoidance diet, or the ketogenic diet, etc. But they aren't always appropriate for your situation. And they may not always be appropriate for you because long-term they can have health consequences. It's all so confusing sometimes. So I can tell you that there are so many different variables and so many different ways that Hashimoto's can affect the different systems of your body that it's really impossible to have a one-size-fits-all diet for everyone. And the truth is, one diet doesn't work for everyone. And even when a diet does work, at some point, chances are you may have to make adjustments to it as things change in your body, which is inevitable. For example, one thing I observed about people who stay on very restrictive diets, like for say the autoimmune paleo diet, is that over time, some of them actually develop more food sensitivities and not less. And this can be really demoralizing, because many people work really hard to stick to the plan. It's like no good deed goes unpunished. Well, in the book, I explain why this happens and what you should do differently to avoid this outcome. And I also explain how to use different diets in different situations to support healing for common issues such as SIBO, which is small intestine bacterial overgrowth, candida, histamine intolerance, H. pylori, and lots more conditions. In addition, I guide you to heal some common gut and digestive problems like acid reflux, gallstones, constipation, hemorrhoids, and lots more. There's a ton of great information in this book, and it's backed up by real evidence-based research. And just like my first book, I make it easy to understand and follow. So here's what I recommend. Go purchase the book, come back here and register for the special bonus content where I highlight some of the important parts of the book and I walk you through kind of the basic steps of how to use it. And I'll show you how to apply the different principles for your unique set of circumstances so you can find the right diet for you. And then I'll also help you identify your priority issues so you can figure out which of all the things that you're dealing with is the place to start. Ultimately, I want to help you lose weight, I want to help you regain that energy that's been lagging, and I want to help you get your thyroid working as optimally as we can. You're going to love how empowered this book makes you feel, and we'll finally be able to put to rest the nonsense that diet doesn't matter. Diet matters hugely. And with this book, you'll have the knowledge to prove it, and you'll have the tools you need to use diet very effectively to heal. So click on the link, purchase the book, come back, enter your email and confirmation order number, and I'll send you a bunch of great information so you can get started right away and make your diet work for you. I'm Marc Ryan, a licensed acupuncturist and herbalist from Hashimoto'sHealing.com. Be good, be kind, and remember to have compassion for everyone, including yourself.